grab a drink, pull up a chair, and settle in, because you're in the Basement Lounge. Welcome back to another episode of the Basement Lounge. This is the conversation over drink show in a guy's basement, because that's not creepy or anything. And I'm your host, as always, Mike Shea. And on today's show, we've got a guest who hasn't been on in a while. He was on the old show, and we get him back in, specifically not to talk about stand-up, because I think he and I are both just tired of talking about stand-up. His name is Dusty Harvey. Dusty, welcome to the show, man.
You said this is over drink. Should I have brought drink? Should I have brought an alcoholic beverage?
Well, I'll tell you what. We did our Valentine's episode last week. Medikitis was here. We did it at 11 in the morning, and he brought a case of White Claws.
Good for him.
They were gone by the time we were done.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with White Claws. They go down super easy.
I had never had one before, and now I'm kind of hooked.
Yeah. That's all I switched to seltzer recently. I was just like, I'm done with the beer. Like seltzer, makes me feel like I don't feel bloated, and I don't feel icky like I do when I just pound Bud Lights, right, which is what I used to do. And now I'm just like, well, I can pound these, but then they're a little dangerous at some point too, because you're like, oh, that's number 15. I need to not do that. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic or anything, but maybe.
That was me when I was living down south and I was working radio. The bar that I went to had 80s night every Wednesday. And right, on top of just people wearing what they thought people wore in the 80s, yeah, it was also 80-cent house liquor. So
80-cent house liquor.
So I was at no point was I thinking about how many drinks I was having. I was thinking this is only costing me 80 cents a hit. Then I stood up and it all sat in my stomach, and I sat right the hell back down.
Yeah, I would have been out. Yeah, I can't do liquor.
It's just no, you don't do liquor at all?
Not really. I was a real irresponsible drinker back when I was 20, 21. Mm-hmm. Back, I mean, I was doing everything legally, of course. I was legally drinking at the age of 20. But I would I had no concept of hey, you need to stop right now. You need to hydrate. You need to do stuff like that. And I would throw up liquor just all day. And even into my mid 20s, I would go up and do shows and stuff like that, and I would just pound Jameson, and then I'd get on stage and be like, I'm drunk. I shouldn't be doing this, but well, here I am.
I used to, so I talk about all the time. I go to this pirate camp thing every summer.
You almost said every week. I'm like, what?
Well, because it started from when I lived down south. A bunch of friends every Friday we'd all get together, and we would just party. We would just get hammered, and we would actually spend we would be planning stuff for the pirate camp thing, and we had our crew and everything. And there was one Friday where I showed up late, and my dumb ass, I was 25, I knew better, but I was like, these guys have been drinking a couple hours before me, I better start playing catch up. Yeah. And 45 minutes later, I'm holding onto the toilet like it's my best friend, and just woke up the next morning in a room I didn't recognize and did the whole checklist. Okay, am I alone? Okay, yep. Thank God. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like my 21st birthday. I didn't eat anything at all.
Oh no.
I didn't eat anything at all. And the second it hit midnight, it was just liquor, just pounding it. I blacked out in I think 45 minutes. I don't know if that's possible, but I it was 12:25 and I only started drinking at midnight, and I don't remember anything. My friend was there at one point because I just threw up. I think I got alcohol poisoning that night because I was on the toilet all night. But my friend walked in, I was throwing up, and he came in to check on me, and I was just sitting naked on the toilet going, I'm pooping.
Get out. Oh my God. So what is your drink of choice then?
White Claw.
Just White Claw.
It's White Claw now. Okay. Yeah. It used to be Jameson and orange juice. That was my drink of choice. Yeah.
Oh man, that just sounds unpleasant.
It was fine. It was fine. I had great times with it, but
okay.
I don't do it. I'll try because I work with some bourbon snobs and stuff like that. And we're like, well, I'm trying this, and I'm like, it hurts. It hurts my stomach when it goes down. They're like, feel the burn. I'm like, but it also tastes like crap. I don't like any of this.
See, I love bourbon.
You're a bourbon guy. You seem like you'd be a whiskey guy.
I like my bourbon. I like my whiskey. Anything that's not tequila.
I don't do tequila at all.
Tequila, I like to say I'm in an abusive relationship with tequila because it does terrible things to me, and then I leave. I swear I'll never come back, and then a few months later, it's like, well, it's been a long time.
It's different this time.
Yeah, it'll be different this time, and maybe it was my fault. I don't remember.
It's always my fault. Yeah, that's it. That's
vodka. Vodka is another one. Like I'll drink vodka, but it's got to be mixed with something.
I drank too much vodka back when I was of age. When I was younger,
right?
I wasn't of age, but just in the Gatorade bottle, I'd go to like hardcore shows and stuff like that, and I would just pound vodka straight in a Gatorade bottle.
Oh,
yeah, just all day drinking.
I was part of that. When I was in high school, where I didn't do this, Mom, but kids would they'd bring the Gatorade bottles, the sports ones with the squeeze top.
Yeah.
They would put vodka in their Gatorade bottles, or the Gatorade. Soaked in not the Gatorade, but the gummy bears soaked in vodka. That was a thing, and
yeah, those were the days, right?
Back when you could get a hold of a case of Smirnoff Ice, and you were the cool kid on campus,
the coolest kid ever. So you were like down south then, weren't you?
Yeah, I was originally in North Canton, and then we moved down south right before I started high school.
Right before you started high school.
And then I was there all through college, and then a few years after college, I just moved. I've only been in Dayton for 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when you first started coming around and stuff like that back in, it was about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. It'd be 5 years in August, actually.
Nice. Was like down south, was it like like those weird dry places where like alcohol was like?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the town I went to college in was a dry. You couldn't buy alcohol on Sunday. There was one time where St. Patrick's Day was on a Sunday, and the town didn't know what to do. But I mean, like 12:01 a.m. on you could not buy alcohol anywhere, and it wasn't until 7 a.m. the Monday that you were allowed to again.
I mean, other than bars, I think that's kind of how here is. Because I know you can, like, if you can go to a bar, because last call's at 2, and you can go and pick up like beer to go at the bar. I mean, you're paying so much money for it. I've never done it before, but
ballpark prices.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not the Atlanta Stadium where everything's cheap, but like legit ballpark prices. But you can do that there. But I think they stop. I was talking to one of my coworkers is a cop, and I was just like, what are the alcohol? I think it's like 1. You can't buy it at like a gas station. You can't. They don't serve liquor. You can't buy liquor at a store after 9.
Okay.
I like how I said no stand up and we're only talking about alcohol because
I know.
that's
that's all we've got.
That's all pretty much got. Yeah. Oh man.
Down south it's weird because like when I got up here and I saw that you could buy, granted it's bad liquor, but liquor at like Target and Kroger, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, you can, and then I bought a bottle, put it in the freezer, get it nice and cold, and it froze, and I was like, well, this
it's
okay.
not real alcohol.
Oh,
no.
Damn. Okay.
It says alcohol, but it's
it's a lot of people don't realize just how strict the alcohol laws are down south. Like you'll go to a bar and you'll see like an entire wall just papered in all the permits they have to have based if they want to sell alcohol or be open past like 11, midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And if one of those lapses, they will shut your place down. Like, wow. It's really strict down there.
That's cool. I mean, I figured they would drink more down there. Like, but I guess it's, I don't know. I guess Jesus and everything. They all God-fearing people.
But that's where Bud Light is made, you'd think. But then again, I mean, the town where Jack Daniels is made is a dry county.
Of course it is. Because old Jackie was running around back in the day, ruining it for everybody.
Yeah, man. So I know you're a big movie guy.
I am a big movie guy.
Just like me. What have you seen anything recently?
Oh, dude, I've been watching a lot of movies recently.
What you been watching?
I just finished today. I watched Dark Waters.
How was that?
Good. It was good. It's kind of like a 70s type like thrill, like like lawyer thriller type. Like I didn't know any of the story going into it. I know that like they filmed it around here, I think in Cincinnati.
I think so, yeah.
Because that was like they like Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk's in Cincinnati, and I'm like, cool, bro. I don't care. It's really good. I enjoyed it. I was thinking about signing up for Letterboxd today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about like signing up for that because I was just since I got my computer, I've just been watching movies and like playing video games. And I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Like I really enjoyed it. I thought the guy, his name is Bill Camp. He played like the disgruntled farmer that kicks the whole thing off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he wasn't nominated for like anything because I thought he was wonderful.
It's a weird Oscar season, man.
But it was a good Oscar season.
It was good. It was like everything that won stuff. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Parasite yet, but
I haven't either. It's a lot of work.
It's I went and saw Jojo Rabbit.
I saw that recently too.
Good movie.
It was good. It stuck with me for a couple days after the fact. I was like, huh.
I had to sit and mull on that one.
Yeah.
But they were showing it the Neon the same time, and I was like, if I'm going to watch a movie with subtitles, I want to be able to rewind if I miss something.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah. I have it. I downloaded it legally, and it doesn't have subtitles, so I have to figure out how to do that. I'm like, I can watch it in Korean. I won't understand it. Let's see if they can really act, if I can't understand them. What's the emotion on their face saying,
Netflix does that where they'll like when the Defenders was on, I remember this is one that sticks out in my head. Was the Marvel crossover?
The Marvel with the Iron Fist and Luke Cage and stuff like that.
There's one episode where the first 15 minutes are two people speaking Japanese to each other. But they didn't subtitle the show. If you want to know what they're saying, you have to turn the actual subtitles on
to understand what they're saying.
Yeah, like they didn't just use their graphics guy to make on-screen subtitles. You have to knowingly turn them on, otherwise you don't know what they're saying for the first 15 minutes.
Seriously?
And I was like, that's dumb.
That's very dumb. Did you ever see Isle of Dogs, the Wes Anderson? How they didn't subtitle when the Japanese people spoke at all. Mm-mm. That irritated me so much.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it was like it's artistic choices by doing that, but like shut the fuck up. Just let me know what they're saying. I'm going in here blind. Like I appreciate you and your arts.
Like even Team America subtitled their guys when they were speaking
Durka.
Yeah, it was made up language.
My God. I felt dirty saying Durka. I'm like,
that's literally what they say though.
I know.
Durka, Jihad Muhammad Ali is like an entire line of dialogue in that movie.
I hated that movie the first time.
Really?
The first time, yes, I saw it. I don't think I've watched it since, but I've seen clips, and I was like, okay, that's funny. Yeah, I get it now.
I was 12, so I was all about that kind of humor.
But see, I was 12 too. But
that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I was, we're right around the same. What, you're
31?
31. I see. I'm 30, so I was like 11.
Yeah.
Whatever, same. So
right.
Like, so mature. Oh, so mature as a 12-year-old. You really got to figure it out at 12, But I didn't like it for some reason. But I loved South Park, so I don't know. I need to go back and probably rewatch it again. But
the puppet sex was a little much. But,
I've seen that multiple times. But
the scene where the dude vomits for like a minute and a half in the alleyway to this day makes me just laugh uncontrollably. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think that would have benefited more in like my 20s. I think I would have enjoyed it like a lot more when I was enjoying life,
The theme song, I think, is what really makes the movie.
Yeah, America,
Starbucks, fuck yeah, internet, fuck yeah, books, fuck yeah. But what I love that nobody ever calls out is they say slavery like 3 times, followed by a fuck yeah and that. And I'm like, nobody caught that?
No one. Well, it is America.
Okay,
they're making fun of a certain type of person.
Yeah.
That's are very real.
Yeah, they exist.
They're around.
I watched something. Actually, I have it on Blu-ray now. You ever seen a movie called Upgrade?
No, that is. I've heard it's been on I read a lot of movie lists of stuff you need to check out because I like reviews and everything, but I need to know all right, was this actually good? I'll go on forums on I'll go on Reddit.
I want to know what the general consensus is.
General consensus, yes. But I haven't seen that yet. And that's on a lot of them.
It was one of those, it came out in I think 2018 and it kind of went under the radar. and it was one that kept popping up on lists of like movies to check out that nobody saw. And I finally watched it, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, this is fantastic!
This is great." Yeah,
it's by no means like it's not a profound Oscar film. It's not The Godfather or anything. But just as far as like a fun kind of dark horror action sci-fi movie, it was freaky.
I'm all about that. I like that genre a lot. Is that a Blade Runner 2049 poster right there?
Damn right it is.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the from the actual movie theater. I haven't found a frame for it yet.
Oh yeah, that's a whole I used to work at a movie theater back in the day.
It's like the one job I never had.
I did it for too long.
Really?
I worked at a movie theater for too long, and it was like I would like get promoted to assistant manager, and then like I'd get pissed off and quit, and then I would just go work at another movie theater. I did that like 3 times, and
I could never get hired because there was always somebody who was there who just kept getting promoted. And it was pretty much everybody I went to high school with. But
and that was I worked at the one up in Piqua. And then I worked at the one at the Easton Mall.
Okay.
And then they transferred me over to Dublin, and then I got transferred back to Easton. Jeez. And then I quit over a girl because I was like sad about a girl. That was a big mistake. And then I got weird, and then I was always weird, and then I worked at the Rave in Polaris. And then I quit. I walked out of that theater.
Uh-oh.
Because
shit.
So like a manager pulled me aside and they're like, Dusty, you're not keeping up with hygiene and you kind of smell really bad right now.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so I'm smelly. And that pissed me off so much. Oh, I smelled like shit. Like no, I did not. I didn't.
This was warranted.
Like this is warranted for sure. I'm weird. I don't like wear deodorant that often. Like, like it's just, I'm not like a hippie. I just forget. Right. And like, I'd never washed my clothes and I smelled, but like it offended me. I just walked out. I was like, fuck you guys. I'm out. And I was like their best employee. And like Iron Man 3 was out that day. Like it was opening day of Iron Man 3. And I was like, I can't do another goddamn summer of this shit. Because I worked from like 2007 to 2000. I got my first weekend was Spider-Man 3.
Wow.
And then my last weekend was Iron Man 3. I pretty much worked at a theater on and off.
Both movies terrible too.
Iron Man 3 is not bad.
I didn't like it. It was better than 2, but
well, yeah, it was better than 2. I liked it. I mean, are you one of those like I hate the twist, I hate the Mandarin?
It was for me. It was just the fact that I felt like it was a bait and switch.
Yeah,
like the trailers were for one movie, but the actual movie was not what I thought.
And that was Shane Black. You got to be like, well, Shane Black is, but
I like Shane Black, but he's
minus that Predator. That was awful.
I hate that movie so much.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't even watch it. I watch a YouTube show called The Kill Count.
Yeah.
I watched
like
that.
The Kill Count.
Yeah, and I just watched. I was like, should I watch it or should I watch like the first like 10 minutes? And I was like, this kind of sucks. I'll just wait for it on The Kill Count. And then I didn't even like the Kill Count episode.
It wasn't even just bad. It was disappointing
because it should have been good.
It's Shane, like you're bringing in Shane Black, who had just done The Nice Guys, which was a really good movie.
I still haven't seen that yet.
You're fine. Nobody saw that.
Well,
movie.
Yeah, but it's on it's like everyone tells me I should watch it, and it's up my alley, and I like that one with Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer.
Oh,
it's not Brick, is it? It's not Brick.
I almost said Tombstone.
Yep, it's Tombstone.
Is it Tombstone?
Yeah, Kurt Russell's around.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm joking. It's not Tombstone. And I'm forgetting right now. Yep. Old Google machine. Jamie, pull that shit up.
See here.
That's like the worst podcast joke of all time. I don't even listen to Rogan. I just know that from.
Let's see. Brick. You said it was with. No, that's not. That's just.
It's not. That's Justin Gordon-Levitt. I think that was Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, that was Ryan Johnson. Shoot.
See, I know my shit.
Yeah, I'm bad with directors. I'm getting better.
That's what I'm best at.
Really?
Yes.
Since I've started doing this movie trivia thing, I've been like getting better with stuff. But yeah, directors, I'm terrible.
That's all I've ever, like, I had a roommate who would get so mad at me because I would be like, yeah, it was directed by this guy who made this and this and this. And they're like, I don't care. I just want to watch the movie. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Oh, can I cuss? I've been I've been cussing.
It's
okay.
fine.
All right.
It's fine. I haven't playing around with the sensor beep yet. I have a sound effect somewhere, but I haven't played it. But I'm also like lazy and don't care.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I put the little red E next to this. Oh, it's fine.
I'm a comedian who doesn't want to talk about comedy on a podcast right now. So
Right?
do you want to talk about not caring?
No shit. You're not, like you said, when you were like, yeah, I just don't want to talk about comedy. And I was like, that is fine. Please. I don't either.
It's great. It's the same in every. It's the same. It's always the same. And I've
had a lot of comedians on this show, and because originally that was how my old show started was.
Yeah.
But I found that just pretty much every comedian has the same fucking story.
Yeah, it's the same.
We all do. And so I just got tired of everybody talking about their quote unquote. I don't really have a process, you know.
Like. Yeah,
I went to the coffee shop the other day. 5 people fucking killed it, man. It was fucking great.
I'm not gonna kill. What? Hank Hill's doing stand up over there? Like, what's going on?
Tell you what.
No, great. Now Danny Andrick's gonna show up and start doing his impression.
Hey, are you doing my only good bit?
There was when I was doing Jody McDermott's Mike in Lima. This is months ago, and he was there. And every 10 minutes somewhere in the bar I'd hear, I'll tell you what, Bob. And I was like, damn it, Dan.
Yeah.
I still have it. He left his sunglasses here.
How is that, Mike? I haven't.
It's a lot of fun.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's so the bar is called Somewhere, which I love because then my GPS is like getting directions to somewhere in Lima. But the bar, like they actually have a separate room off to the side.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, and well, because they do like drag shows and stuff there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's got like, there's a fucking disco ball, there's an actual stage, they have sound equipment, it's got its own bar in there, it's got seating, it's a nice room for doing comedy.
They need to make that a showcase.
They do, they really do. And I think it was one of those where the owner was, kind of letting Joey like test this out, but it's been doing really well because like they have a PR social media person who promotes the show.
Oh, nice.
When the show starts, they go to the bar like, hey guys, we got a comedy show starting in like 5 minutes.
Oh, so
come on over.
They're
here.
doing it right. All right.
Exactly. And they've also got the creepiest green room I've ever seen. If there ever is like an actual show there, it's down in the basement, and it is some serial killer shit down there.
Hell yeah.
But it's like, man, I want to tape a special here and like get this horror movie intro going down in the creepy ass basement.
Like a Halloween one shot. Like, yeah, dude.
But it is a fun mic to go to. Apparently,
yeah.
I don't know if Holly's done it yet, but she really fucking needs to.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that sounds like that's up her alley.
Yeah, it's apparently a couple months, like last month or the month before, I guess like one of the drag queens actually showed up and kind of took over the show, and it fell apart in like the most wonderful way possible.
Yeah. Okay. I always hate moments like that. I used to run this show up in Troy. We're talking about comedy because of course we are. It's just part. It just comes up.
Yeah.
It's two comedians. Eventually, you're gonna start talking about shows and
at
stuff
least for a little bit.
We'll move on from this.
Yeah.
I used to run this show up in Troy, and it was like when I first started. It was like within the first couple of years that I started, so I didn't know how to run a comedy show yet. I've gotten a lot better, but it'd be one of those things where there'd be like 15 comedians and one headliner, and then everyone would go up, and it was a 2.5 hour long show. Like, it was just terrible. It was just like this big echoey room that had no reason for it to, like, it'd be great for like a metal show,
right?
Or like where there's like a lot of distortion, but it was just like, and then like the heat didn't even work, and when the heat kicked on, you had to turn the PA up real loud. But we had this chick, so I co-ran it with this guy named Sean, who like does comedy on and off. And he was just like, hey, my roommate is gonna come up and she's gonna do some comedy, and she didn't do comedy, she just had a puppet.
Oh.
And she would bring people up on the stage and give people lap dances with the puppet while like singing like falsetto, like R&B music.
Okay.
And it was very uncomfortable and ruined the whole show every time. I cut her mic off twice. She did it twice, and I was just like, follow the light, and then she cut it off. And never stopped, and I cut her off. I literally walked up on stage, took the mic from her, and said, "Give it up for blah, everybody." That happened twice, and her and I at the end of the show we always ended up yelling at each other and then hugging each other because that's
the nature of the business.
That is the nature of the business.
Yeah, I hosting Ollie's was weird. The Ollie's open mic,
in
Ollie's
Centerville.
Place, yeah, that was because you never knew what the hell was going to happen.
It was always either good or bad.
Yeah, it was such a coin toss. There was
Mostly bad.
Mostly bad. I can count the good nights on one hand.
Yeah.
There was one time where there was an office party there, and I got there at 6, and they had already been there since 3. So they'd been drinking since 3. So by the time it was time to set up the mic, it was this is going to be an uphill battle. As soon as I put the mic in the mic stand, some drunk blonde ran up and grabbed it and just started going, and finally got the mic away from her. She was like, "Now you got to admit, that wasn't half bad."
No, you were bad. You were very bad.
It wasn't half bad. It was full bad, 100% bad. Just, yeah. So when they ended that one, I was like, that's okay.
That's probably going to be okay. I liked it. It was a good place to practice, but
yeah,
I don't really need to practice. I need to practice always, but I'm not feeling it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You get tired of, you're talking you get tired of going to a bar on a Monday where there's 3 people there and
they don't care, and you're just talking into the air, and I know it's good for you. People starting out,
so's kale. That doesn't mean
people starting out, you go to all the mics that you can and you practice as much as you can.
Yeah.
I need to practice more. I know this, but I don't need to go out 4 nights a week anymore. And it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
I can show up once a month. And if I have a big show coming up, I'll go out and do a couple mics just to get my rhythm and my cadence down. But
sure. That's usually how it ends up happening is I'll book a Sunday at Wiley's and I'll be like, all right, I guess I got to go down to Stage Door for, just to refresh or whatever. But, I've been doing this a long time. So
you're doing them. Yeah.
I don't like thinking about how long I've been doing it either.
I've been trying to do more character stuff as of late because I'm just bored. And I did one at the Christmas show. I did an elf who was just trying to, I was just an elf in Santa's workshop, and I was dirty and it was talking about the war on Christmas, how we've got to kill all the Christians and
oh my God.
I think I'm going to do a Christian comedian pretty soon. I'm going to pray. The start of my set is just me praying for the audience and all the center comedians.
Do your best Ernest Angley impression.
Yeah.
Oh man, that fucking vampire. I remember when I was a kid, I used to get up at 6 a.m. and watch Power Rangers before school, and but always right before Power Rangers, they would have Ernest Angley on. And this is when I'm 5 years old, and then when I moved to Dayton and started working at a TV station and noticed that we still air the Ernest Angley hour, and I'm like, he's still alive?
Yeah,
he was old when I was a kid.
He's never gonna die.
He looks like Emperor Palpatine. He looks just gray and scarred and wrinkly, and he has the long hook vampire fingers, and it's not pleasant. Ugh.
That's what they look. That's old man in church just gives me the skeevies.
All that soul saving sucks the soul.
Yeah, it's I am pure.
It's why you come here today, my son? Oh, I got some pain in my leg. Okay, let me get there. That's the devil. There it is. The devil's making your knee hurt.
And now your eyes are yellow.
Enjoy the jaundice. So, how's fatherhood treating you, man? Because when we last had you on the old show, little one was only a couple of months old.
She wasn't. Yeah, no, she's 2.5 now.
Wow.
It's cool. I love it,
Yeah.
man. I love it so much. She's nothing feels better than just like when she hasn't seen you all day and she runs up and she goes, "Daddy, Daddy," or well, she does this new thing now where after I put her down for a nap and after she wakes up, I walk in the room and she just goes, "Hi." like she's Ross Geller. Like that's it makes me laugh so hard.
She's a funny kid. You and the wife post stuff of her online all the time, and she cracks me up.
She's funny. She's no stand up for her though. I'm not gonna
don't subject
no,
her to that.
never. I'll support her no matter what, unless if she does stand up comedy.
Well, she won't need to because she's gonna have a good life. And
Oh
so
yeah, for sure. She's got it way better than I ever did. But she doesn't know that, and when
Right.
I tell her no, she gets that lip out, just like,
oh man.
and then she did this one thing for a while where when we would tell her no, she would kind of like do like the scream that she was just it's a duck face, and she just look you in the eyes and go, ooh. And like I couldn't help but laugh on some of them because it's just I'm staring into someone like she thinks this is working, but it's just hilarious.
My sister, when she was 3-4 years old, we used to every Sunday, it seemed like we used to joke that she was a little banshee because this always happened on Sundays, but she would just get moody and she would throw these fits. She would be just throwing shit and be like, "Grace, go upstairs and go to your room." So she'd stomp halfway up the stairs, turn around and just go stomp the rest of the way up the stairs, slam her bedroom doors and just destroy her room, screaming to where my mother was like, "Anybody walking past our house is going to think we're murdering our child right now." But then 20 minutes later, my sister comes walking over and with a little pouty lip and just goes, "I'm sorry, I'm done." It's just like,
okay,
walk away.
Just go away from the situation.
Just go drink juice and just don't look at me for a while.
Juice.
Juice. I love juice, even as an adult. I don't care.
I don't drink juice as I should.
No.
I don't know. Is juice good for you? I guess it's,
Well, I mean, apple juice is really good. If you get,
I'm looking right behind him. He's got a bottle of apple juice right there.
Yeah, I do.
Actually,
No, I got diagnosed with fatty liver. My doctor was like, "There's two kinds of fatty liver. There's either the alcoholic fatty liver, which is where you drink too much and your alcohol gets big, or there's the non-alcoholic, where you just eat too much crap. Which one do you think it is for you?" I said, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Dog. I mean, I drink a lot and I eat a lot, but no, like, so that's like the unfiltered apple juice.
Okay.
And it's really good for your liver. Like, it actually like cleans
Filtered?
a lot of,
Nice.
helps you poop too,
nice.
which is good.
That's always great.
Yeah, I do drink a lot of juice though. I drink. I'm like a 5-year-old in that case. But
Yeah,
you know,
give me my juice.
good
I want
apple
you my
juice,
juice and my
orange juice.
cartoons.
Yeah, no, except nowadays I drink my apple juice mixed with vodka and I watch Big Mouth on Netflix. So I'm still drinking juice and cartoons. But
Hell yeah. Apple juice. It's my daughter.
Yeah,
she
man.
doesn't say juice. She goes, Toos.
juice.
Apple juice. Yeah.
You guys thought about having any more kids?
No.
God. just no. Shut up, Mike.
No. No. That's a question we get asked a lot.
Yeah.
No, we're not now for sure.
Right.
We might adopt. That might
Okay.
be something we might do. I don't know. Or foster kids or like do something like that. But
Okay.
I enjoy my sleep and I'm just now to a point where I can almost sleep.
Starting to come back a little bit.
Just a little bit. Oh, I mean, my wife's going to hear this. She's going to be like, "You slept the whole time. I was the one." I'm like, "Yeah, you were, baby, but I'm a heavy sleeper and it takes a lot for me to wake up."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
man.
very heavy sleeper.
Is it hard? Does it take you a while to get to sleep?
Yes,
Okay.
it does. It's I used to like be I used to have to like take sleeping pills every night, like, cause I couldn't, cause I would just get tired of being like, I'm just laying here. I can't shut my brain off. But I've been working on like kind of like meditation and stuff before bed, and it's helped a little bit.
I'm kind of there now. I like when I'm asleep. I mean,
A log.
Yeah, it's useless trying it. That's why I put my alarm clock on the other side of the room from my bed, because if I put it right next to my bed, I'm just gonna hit it and fall back asleep and not remember it.
Yep.
But I was taking ZQuil for the longest time to go to sleep at night, mostly because I have restless leg syndrome, which is just
really
annoying. Yeah, my legs just, once I'm laying down, I get too relaxed. My leg, I can't sit still. And it's
really,
it hurts too. Is the thing people don't realize. Like restless leg syndrome isn't just like a twitch. Like my leg aches.
Yeah,
it almost feels like arthritis. But once I'm up and moving, I'm fine. And so I was taking ZQuil for the longest time, but then I started reacting badly to my other meds, and I was like, well, son of a bitch.
You take like melatonin?
Yeah, I was taking that for a while. I might go back to that. The only problem with melatonin is that it makes me useless the next day.
Yeah, I guess I get that.
I get like it knocks me out real quick, but then like getting me to be to do anything the next day, like I'm groggy and lethargic and just not useful. So, but it got down. I was like, okay, well, I can either take this stuff and be useless the next day, but I'll get to sleep on time, or I can stay up all night until I eventually pass out, but then I have to get up the next morning and I'm useless.
And then regardless, you're going to be useless the next day.
Just embracing how useless I am at this point, really.
Story of my life, man.
Right?
That should be the title. That should go on my gravestone. I was going to say the title of my album. Like, I'm never recording an album. Are you kidding me?
I got a buddy of mine, John Gibson, who is actually from here. He's down in South Carolina now. He kind of runs the whole comedy scene there. But he just, he owns a comedy club, so he just records his albums there now.
Yeah.
And just puts them out. And I'm like, that's fucking brilliant.
That's so cool.
But I don't have enough material to record fucking album.
I can stretch out. I can do 20 but I mean that involves some riffing.
Yeah.
Always, but I can get by with riffing or just like roasting the crowd or something like that.
That's kind of been my goal for this year, was actually to stop writing bits and start like actually like building on the bits that I have to make longer chunks.
And that's how I've been writing the last couple of years. That's my process. We're talking about it, my process.
God fucking damn it. I tried to avoid it.
It just happens.
It does.
It happens in like making a set that flows real well together.
Yeah.
That's been a big key to my subpar success in comedy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it success. I don't know, third place in the Wiley's Fireworks competition.
Did better than me.
Wow. Sorry you had to go up against me in the first round. That was...
Yeah, go up against you and your throngs of people you brought with you.
Throw up my 60 people my wife brought for me.
That was I will say, that was a fun night. That was a lot. It was a great...
That was a good show.
Yeah.
That was more like that was more of the finals than the actual finals. Like that felt more like the finals than the actual finals.
I wasn't able to make it to the finals.
It was rough.
Really?
It was real rough. And like my set was fine. Mm. I followed Joe Young, who murdered.
Oh, jeez.
And he would have won, but he did one more bit.
Oh,
and
no.
he went over. Yeah, he would have won.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Sorry, Joe. But
wow. I haven't seen Joe in over a year, it feels like.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't tell you the last time I actually saw or said words to Joe Young.
Probably at the Wiley's Fireworks competition.
Probably.
That's probably would have been the last.
If I'm thinking about it, yeah.
I see him all the time. We're buddies.
Oh, good.
Text and stuff.
I think he and I just never hit it off when I first got here.
He's a weird guy. He's a very weird guy.
Yeah.
He got adopted into like my group when he first started. So it's my group, whatever. The people that I used to mic with.
The 5 people who were doing mics at the time.
Oh yeah. It's just me and Dan. And John Morris was around. And that was comedy back in 2015.
And Mike Wells was around at that point? Nope. No, he wasn't there. Travis was
not there.
Nick
Taylor wasn't there.
Kowalski was around that, wasn't he?
No, he's not around ever. He's still not around.
That's true. Well, Holly was around that point. No,
really? It's pre-Holly. This would have been
Jeez.
Yeah, so this was like
So I really did get here when y'all were first
when we were first.
Holy shit.
Yeah, all those people started. I mean, Travis wasn't around, but he was in wherever.
Yeah, he was out.
Wherever he
out
was.
being a huge success, if you ask him. His words.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't put that into the universe. That's not good. Let's just stop talking about him. He doesn't need it.
It's fine. Yeah, because I think it was the Patterson pub when that was still a thing.
That's been a thing a couple times.
Yeah. That was the first thing. It was the first thing I went to when I got up here. It was either that or the hookah.
Yeah, hookah's been going. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's still going every Thursday.
Yeah, went away for a while there, and now it's back.
Just new showrunners.
Yeah.
I haven't been back since the new incarnation of it.
I haven't either. I don't like doing shows at hookah bars because it's too chill. It's a hookah bar. People are. It's like the only reason. Like if God help us if they ever start selling weed at those places. Like
yeah, for real. I have enough. I get what you're saying because like when I would do the Super Dope comedy show when it was like back in apartments, like I don't smoke weed. Like I don't do any of that. And I just like my energy is too, I don't know. I don't have a good energy for people smoking weed.
right.
Basically, like my energy just gives them anxiety, like because I'm real nervous, and then like they can like see my insecurity come out, and I'm just like I don't like this. I feel like a narc.
I think it's the tone of your voice, and what I mean is that you have a higher voice.
I do have a higher voice.
And higher noises, as somebody who misses smoking weed, I can tell you, higher noises they set you off a little bit.
Yeah.
When you're high, you like stuff to be lower and calmer.
And calm. Yeah,
and,
like you would be great. You could do that. You'd be great at that. But R.I.P. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I quit too. I used to be a big stoner back in the day, but.
For me, it was more of I was teaching and I was like, well, I should probably stop this.
That's probably so. I just was too paranoid all the time, man.
Yeah.
I would be like, wake up, bulldog. All right, let's go. Let's walk down to UDF, get me a soda pop and come back, get some ice cream down at the Dairy Queen, go back, go to work high, do all that stuff. And then like my neighbors, I lived in like an apartment complex and they were Asian and they were speaking Japanese or Korean.
Asian.
Yeah, they were speaking the Asians language. And I
coming here with all this Paris talk.
Yeah. And I was laying in bed and I could hear them talking. I'm like, they're trying to kill me right now. And that's when I realized I had a problem. And then and then I kept going and then I stopped and I just went like cold turkey and I was like, I'm never smoking weed again. And I haven't. It's been
I used to smoke that spice, that synthetic.
I did that too.
Back in 09 or whatever.
I think I'm so dumb because of it.
Yeah. I remember there was one night in particular where like we were all hotboxing in a buddy's car and all of a sudden everything just seemed to have like a blue tint.
Yeah.
And I looked at a street light and it looked like it was a skull on fire and I just kind of felt my own pulse and was just like,
yeah,
I'm done with this.
Yeah. It just like gave me like my head just felt, I don't know, it felt like heavy and light at the same time. Like it's like this is real heavy, but also it feels like there's nothing inside.
A lead-lined balloon or something.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, those are the chemicals destroying my brain right now.
Yeah, because it would hit you. It would hit you really quick.
Very quick. I mean, it's just who knows what's in there.
Yeah,
who knows what was in that stuff?
It's I don't know, but
let's not think about it.
No. Oh God. No, yeah. Finally, when I grew up, I was like, I'm gonna smoke actual pot now. I was like, oh,
this is chill.
This is fine. Okay.
This is chill. I feel like if it becomes legal, I don't know. I can't say that, but you know, if it becomes legal all around, and you know, I'm retired and I don't have to worry about jobs and stuff like that.
That's the trick I think people don't think about with like, oh, legalize. It's like, yeah, but companies can still say
we don't support this,
right? And you can still lose your job over it.
Yeah, and I don't want to lose a job.
Exactly.
Because then my daughter would definitely become a stand-up comedian.
You know, in comedy, we call that a callback.
Yeah.
I was on a old stand-up story. I was doing my fucking phone. I was doing a college tour in like 2010, and this guy who I had like gotten into stand-up. Like, I had been doing it for like 7 years at that point. He'd been doing it for like 1. And he was telling some story to some guy, and he makes a callback. And he texts me and she goes, Mike, in comedy, that's called a callback. And I was like, I taught you that, motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, what's that thing called when you say something and then like you kind of like call it back later? What's that? What's that called? Can you tell me how do you comedy? How do you comedy? Can you tell me?
Go to the bookstore and buy the Comedy Bible by Judy Gold and
classic. I had it. I had too. Yeah, we all had it. We all made fun of it, but we all still read it.
We read it. We followed the instructions for a while until we realized, this shit doesn't work.
That's not really how it works.
Especially love how in the back of the book it had a list of like all the comedy clubs in the U.S. and most of them were gone.
They're all gone. They all closed. The 90s came and it was over.
I forget who I was talking to, but I guess like Comedy Zone will, if you want to franchise a Comedy Zone comedy club in your town, they'll basically just pay for the whole. You just have to find the property, and as long as you slap the Comedy Zone name on it, they'll basically pay for everything.
No, really?
Yeah.
I don't think we need another comedy club in.
No, we're good.
Ohio.
We've got 2. We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
And one of them can fuck off.
Oh shit! Talking some mad shit up in here. We're talking about that comedy club on Huber Heights, the one that closed.
Yeah.
That's definitely what he's talking about right now. Listen, I'm trying to work regardless. Listen, if they pay, I'm down. I'll do whatever.
I've performed there twice, and I just bad experience every time. Hell, just going as a customer, I've had terrible experiences there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I applied for a job there recently.
Did you really?
Yeah. Just be like a door guy.
Well, the thoughts and views expressed on this show only reflect the host and not that of the guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm sure no one is watching.
I'm sure no one's listening to this show. Trust me, it's fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they can't scout local talent, then why would they be listening to us?
Right, exactly.
Just kidding. I love everybody, but hire some new hosts, please.
Also, cut down on the seating. Seriously, it's fine. Just because you can doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah, we should probably cut that part out, but it's fine. No, just keep it in. It's fine. I probably won't get hired because I applied like 2 weeks ago, and shit. I haven't heard anything back. And they just had like 3. It was like sold out all weekend.
No shit.
Yeah, it was Marlon Wayans this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. I was trying to go when Piper was there.
Piper.
Rowdy Piper.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I did get to go see Titus there when he was working on his new special. That was a cool show.
He did like a writing session.
Yeah.
With us.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, he called me. He said I look like an American terrorist. He's like, how's comedy going? I'm like, good. And then I had a show right after, and I had the worst set of my entire life.
Oh, no.
Like, legit had the worst.
Oh, my God.
The worst set I've ever had in my entire life.
No shit.
The worst set.
Oh,
it was
man.
So it was before my wife and I were dating.
Okay.
I liked her, like I had a big schoolgirl crush on her. I was like, you are cool. I like you. And she dated another comedian who's not around anymore. Mm. He didn't die or anything. He's just not around. He's just not around. And they had a bad relationship, and it wasn't the best. I'm trying not to slander. No, it's difficult. It's difficult.
They had a relationship. It didn't work.
It didn't work out. And she was all sad. She was like, "Can I talk to you?" Like being like, I was like the friend. Yeah, right. I was like friend zoned pretty hard by her. And I had the show, and she shows up. It was a depression benefit.
Oh, okay.
And so.
For comedians.
Yeah. It was like some biker. John Morris booked it. It was like some bikers thing, for like people that ride Harleys or something, and they all rode in on their Harleys. And so she showed up. I went up on stage. She showed up on a date.
Oh, okay.
To my show. and she knew I liked her. And the ex-boyfriend was there as well.
Good times.
And I was on stage literally having a mental breakdown because
you can't write that shit like
no.
that. Oh my God.
It was the worst. I think I got heckled by a 7-year-old. There was a 7-year-old there. And like, I don't know if someone is like insulting me, like I'm pretty good at coming back. Like I'm quick at roasting. Like I'm not bad at it. And I had nothing. I was just like, you're right, man. I'm a piece of shit. I don't even know. I do suck. Yeah.
My dad said you're a piece of shit. Well, your dad's
right.
fucking right.
He's so right, man. And it was the worst. I left that show. I drove up to Troy to my buddy's apartment, and I'm like, we're drinking heavily. And then Carol texts me. She's like, hey, do you want to like come down and hang out with me? And I was just like, yeah, I'll be there right away. After all of that,
man,
it was rough.
It sucks.
It sucks.
That just sucks.
It was a bad day.
I think that's I think every comic's got that one story of just that one show that was just the night from hell.
Yeah, it was all around a night from hell. Because it just got worse. And she was like, I'm gonna get back together with my ex that night. And I was like, oh my God.
Or you could not.
And I just drank more and sat at the bar, Patterson Pub, I remember, just depressed. And like,
man, I should have had you on the Valentine's show last week. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I saw some videos from that.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's fine. I'm happily married. I love her very much. It worked out in the end. We're married. Look at that.
With a baby.
With a baby.
And got busy.
Once.
For the sole purpose of procreation.
Yeah,
took the first time.
That was it. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what we did.
And then you guys bought a house not too long ago.
Our second house.
It's your second house.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Oh
shit.
Yeah. We're not really. Yeah, we just bought a second house in Miamisburg.
Okay. Cool.
Ish. I don't know if she wants me to say that on that, but Dayton. It's Dayton area. It's around Dayton.
It's fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that are considered Dayton.
Yeah, I know. It's like the whole we butt heads with, because I talk too much.
Right.
Like I say stuff that I shouldn't say, and I like worry. And then she's like, why would you ever say that? And I'm like, I don't know. It's comedy. She's like, stuff could still happen. And I'm like, but it's comedy.
That's funny.
But it's my right to say what I want. Not if you have a family. I'm like, you're probably right.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong at all. And
oh man.
But we just bought that. I love my neighborhood so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm very happy where I'm at.
Good neighbors,
great neighbors, just like would give you their shirts off their back neighbors.
That's awesome.
And then like they've come to some shows of mine. We go over to the parties, our kids play together.
Oh wow.
And so it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Neighbors make or break it, man. They really do.
This is the first neighbors I've ever like talked to.
Really?
Yeah, this Japanese people trying to kill me. Like, that was always my another callback. Look at me. I am just a machine. Professional comedian Dusty Harvey is here right now. I'm not professional.
.com.
But like .com, professional, the realist comedian Dusty Harvey, Mr. Funny Man. Follow me on Facebook. And that's legit. I think that is legit my Facebook comedy page.
I think you're right. I don't think that's what it is. I'm pulling it
Wait,
up right now.
it's the realist comedian.
I'm gonna
quotations around comedian. Mr. Funny Man, Dusty Harvey.
Dusty Harvey. I'm pulling this up right
The
now
realist,
in real time. Come on.
I think.
Oh, you know what? I'm updating. Mr. Funny, the realist comedian.
Mr. Funny, the realist comedian.
Dusty
Harvey. Follow me on Facebook. That was
Oh man.
That started as a bit, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna create it, because that's like my favorite thing in the world. It's just legit dumb.
Oh, that's too funny.
I'm Mr. Funny, the realist comedian.
was trying to see if I could share this to the video feed, but it's fucking up right now.
That's whatever.
I'm installing updates on a billion games on my PS4 right now.
Just always updates, just constantly.
It's never not. Every time I turn it on, there's an update available for God.
Of course there fucking is an update. I get it. Safety, security, patches. That's
cool.
what I do for a living.
Netflix is updating. Why? So they can take another show off?
So, I just got a VPN.
Been meaning to do that actually.
It's smart.
Yeah.
Because I just kind of use that as my antivirus.
Yeah.
That's as an IT professional, don't do that. I know, that's just what I'm doing, using as an antivirus, because like I have other stuff that I use as an antivirus, and I'm careful with what I do on my computer, but I can use it because I know enough about computers to be like, this is not a virus.
Right.
Now this is the point when I start talking about IT is when everyone stops listening.
Oh yeah.
It's done. I've ruined them all, but I got the VPN and you can browse Netflix in other countries on the VPN.
Shit.
So cause there's different content library.
Nice.
With every country.
Nice.
So like Uncut Gems is already on Netflix in Europe.
Damn it. I still haven't seen that.
Neither have I. And, but you can watch it on Netflix if you are VPN'd into another country.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
I just started watching. We're not going to talk about it because it's standard. But I just started watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Love it.
Yeah, my wife was watched all of it.
It's funnier than hell. And then I also I just rewatched The Boys on Amazon Prime.
Oh, dude, hell yeah!
The fucking dolphin, man.
That's so funny.
I was down here watching it, and I was just like, what is happening with that fucking dolphin? Oh my God. And my mom texted me from upstairs. I know, right? She had like just watched it. That first season was insane.
That was awesome.
When he's at the race, he's waving, God bless America, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah. I don't remember. I watched it so long ago. That was like the last show I like truly binged.
Yeah.
I don't binge that often. I'm one of those, like, I like to save it. I like to sit in it. I like it, like I'll give it a couple days. Like because it's just all like, and then everything, and then it's over. And then you have to be like, well, I have to wait another year and a half for a new season.
It's me right now with The Mandalorian.
I've only seen 2 episodes. I've been saving it.
So good.
I'll just watch like an episode here, watch an episode there. And
I know it's hard. And I try not to. I used to love binging. I try not to binge anymore because I want to have something to. Because if I watch it all at once, I know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go back to rewatching Law and Order reruns on Hulu again, and that's just depressing. But what ends up happening is
Donna.
You get to the one episode that's like really good, and you're like, oh, I should stop now, but I can't stop now.
I can't stop. It was a good
and
episode.
Then the next thing you know, the season's over, and you're like, son of a bitch.
All right, on to season 28 of Law and Order SVU.
I did that with the new Star Wars game, Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm only gonna play like 45 minutes, hour a day. I don't want to blow through this whole game at once and then just be done with it.
But the whole campaign is only 45 minutes to an hour. So.
No, I was doing good. But then I got to this one really meaty mission, and I was like, I can't stop now. I got to know it. And then before I knew it, I played the entire day and finished the whole game. And I was like,
oh yeah.
Damn it. But I will say it was fucking worth it.
It was hell yeah. I wanna play that.
It's so good.
But I don't really. People lose a lot of respect for me when I say what sort of games I typically play. Like I only play sports games. That's all that I play.
I'm a casual fucking gamer, so it is a safe place.
Because it's like, you only play sports games, and I was just like, yeah, because
I have a life.
I have a life. I enjoy sports, and I can just play a game, and then I can call it, and then it's done. And
yeah, sometimes I want something that's just mind numbing and uninvolved. And for that, I have WWE 2K19 and Rocket League.
I got two. Don't get 2K20. 2K20 is not very good.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
I'm just sitting on
you can just download the characters you want to download, and it
just
works from the creation
studio.
studio.
The sports games are going like, I just want to kill some time. I'm bored, and I just want something to do.
It's how I like wind down at night. It's just, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play my Madden franchise. Yeah, and I'm going to see if I can make the Browns win the Super Bowl.
It's funny. I heard that even in the video games, No, can't
This
tell.
year, very easy.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was because they were so hyped preseason. So they're like, they're going to be great. And then, unless if I play as them, they always win as the computer, but like not if I'm actually them.
That's funny. I love, like I said, for some reason lately I've been playing a lot of The Sims.
Nice.
I love it's one of those where I like to say that, you know how you accelerate time so it moves faster. I feel like that affects real time as well.
Yeah.
Because before I know it, it's 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm on my third kid and I'm the mayor of the town.
And you're the mayor.
Because they put Sims 4 free to download on PS Plus for this month.
Oh, really?
Along with the BioShock collection. So I was like, okay, add the library.
Download. Here we go.
And then my friends finally talked me into trying Elder Scrolls Online.
How's that?
I'm just downloading right now.
You're downloading right now?
They play on Monday nights, I guess. And I was like, okay, cool. I can attempt to be social.
I can try. I like how that's attempting to be. This is me being social. Like,
Right.
this is the most social I've been in days. My wife's had the flu twice this season.
Damn.
Twice.
Damn.
And then my daughter has just had diarrhea and just gross. And so she's not been around anyone. My wife's had the flu. I've just been like, so I haven't gone out. I've been social forever. And
that's why I do stuff like this.
Yeah, it's great.
I get a person over or hop on an online game and just, as long as I'm talking to another person that I don't also live with. I love my mom, but I need other people to talk to every once in a while.
Your mom is all you need, Michael.
I mean, she's the one who's even like, there's a bar right around the corner you can just go to.
Just
it's like,
go
look at you encouraging me to just go drink.
Just go, yeah.
Which I might do tonight, honestly.
Hell yeah.
I haven't rolled it out yet.
Hell yeah.
I like going to, because it used to be Phone Booth, and now it's One More Tavern right here on Stroop. And
I don't even know.
Did you not ever come over here when it was the Phone Booth?
No.
Have you gone to where it's at now, the new one?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't know. And I don't know any, because my wife used to, we didn't live together, but,
Right. But you basically did.
Yeah, I was over there a couple nights a week.
Right.
She just lived like right up the street here.
Okay.
Kind of in the neighborhood behind the Speedway.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got friends back there.
Yeah, back in there. And yeah, we never really hopped it. We'd always just go down the Oregon. That's just always we go to the bars.
I've been going there more. I have friends who bartend down there, so if there's a night where they're working till close, like I get off work at midnight, so by the time I get down there, it's like nobody there. But that's honestly
the best time to be at a bar.
It is. Like that's why I love going to One More, because it's usually not that busy when I go, and I can just sit and drink and just be at peace and not have a headache.
Yeah.
And also get control of the jukebox.
Yeah, well, yeah. Get control of the jukebox. Hell yeah.
I'm going to make this entire fucking bar listen to Judas Priest like all night.
Gross.
I fucking love Judas Priest.
Of course you do.
Damn
you
right.
seem like you're a metal guy.
I'm a big metal guy. I used to be. I love everything, but I am for sure a big metal guy. Like I love Chris Stapleton.
Well, who does?
I would.
He's a very talented musician.
He is, and I would do anything for Lana Del Rey tickets.
Really?
I love Lana Del Rey.
That's awesome.
I hate Billie Eilish.
I don't get that
so much.
She's very talented.
So, okay, here's my thing with Billie Eilish, and I talked about this on my other show. Is whenever I mention, and for me, it's mostly just it's just not the music itself is just not my taste.
Yeah.
But when I see her win 11 Grammys, I'm like, okay, y'all.
Grammys don't matter.
I know. But everyone's saying, but what I hate is when everybody says, oh, well, she made all that music in her own house. That's not that impressive.
That's not impressive at all.
Look at what I've got. I've got, you can do that here. I've produced albums. There are websites like Bandcamp that are full of thousands of bands and artists that do their own music at home. So saying, well, she deserves it because she made it at her house.
No.
There's mobile apps that'll do that for you now.
She deserves it because she's talented. She's very talented, and she has a connection with like 17-year-olds that we as 30-year-old
right. As an old
white
fart.
men will not understand.
Yeah.
She's very talented. I've only heard 3 of her songs, but I know this based on pop culture and stuff like that, and what I've read in Reddit forums, because that's life.
It really comes down to like a taste thing. I listen to it, I'm just kind of like, meh.
But I don't listen to any new music in general. Like
No, I haven't listened to anything I listen to nowadays. Anything new is bands I've been listening to for 15 years when they put out a new album.
Yeah.
That's it.
I can hardly do that anymore.
I can't keep up. I got Apple Music finally.
Nice.
It's like $10 a month, and I just have access to everything. So occasionally I'll scroll through new releases. Oh, I know those guys. I didn't know Chevelle was still making music. Okay, cool.
Good for Chevelle.
Right?
You know,
thing. Fucking Filter's still putting out music, for crying out loud.
Filter? Like,
Yeah.
do you want to take my picture filter?
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Hey,
yeah.
man, nice shot
Wait,
filter.
Is that? Wait,
Yeah, that's
is
them.
you want to take a picture filter?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's them. You know, so you know who the lead singer, you know who his brother is?
No.
The T-1000.
Robert Patrick?
Robert Patrick is his brother. Richard Patrick is the singer for Filter.
Really?
When I read that, I about shit a brick.
My mind is blown right now.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
And next time you see a picture of Richard Patrick, the singer for Filter, you're going to be like, holy shit, he does look just like his
He looks
brother.
he looks exactly
He
like the
looks just like
T-1000.
him.
Look at him.
I love Robert Patrick.
Very underrated.
Yeah. Well, my brother and I used to watch that show, The Scorpion on CBS. You ever watch that?
No.
It was this like intelligence group for hire thing. Like the government would contract them, and it was kind of based on a true story, because the main character was an actual like for hire profiler, like super genius that worked with like the CIA and shit.
Yeah.
It was kind of a cool show. But Robert Patrick was like their CIA handler.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I love Robert Patrick.
Well, he was in the X-Files too, I thought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he like took over for Duchovny
For a while.
for a while, and then they're like, oh, we should probably bring old Dave back.
Yeah, Californication's not working out for him. So
No,
we're gonna-
not in the slightest.
We used to air X-Files reruns at the station I work at, and man, I could not. I was like, I can't believe like seeing like 16-year-old Jack Black on that show.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so many people who are huge now. Same with like been watching SVU on Hulu, and I was like, oh, holy shit, that's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. And Vince Gilligan wrote on X-Files.
Yeah.
Creator of Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Better Call Saul and stuff like that.
Still haven't watched Better Call Saul.
I watched the first season and I really liked it, and then I just forgot about it.
I never watched the last season of Breaking Bad. I completely like. I know. I love Breaking Bad. I completely missed the last season. It's one of those I haven't brought myself to go back, and now I'm at a point where I was like, now if I go back, I got to go back and watch the whole fucking show because it's been so long.
Yeah.
But it's so good. It's got to be worth it. That's why I haven't watched El Camino yet.
I watched it. I enjoyed it.
I heard it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it. It was a decent film.
Yeah.
TV movie. I don't
Whatever
know
it
what
is.
TV
Netflix thingy. Yeah.
Netflix original film.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. I don't know. I'm looking for something like really big to capture my attention again. Like The Boys did it, but like
You see, Mandalorian did it for you.
Mandalorian did it, but like I tried to watch The Irishman. I tried and tried. And I love Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
The Departed is one of my favorite films ever.
Yeah.
I can't get through The Irishman. It's too slow. It's so just.
I like a real slow movie.
I-
The slower it moves, the better.
I saw Blade Runner 2049 5 times in theaters.
I've never seen Blade Runner or Blade Runner 2049.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
Yeah, highly recommend. But it's just I for whatever reason, and somebody was like, "Well, you watched Avengers Endgame and it was 3 hours." I was like, "Yeah, but shit happened."
Yeah.
Like the problem with The Irishman is it's not even that it's slow; it's just that nothing happens for a while. I'm sitting here kind of like, okay, people are talking, but I don't think they're actually saying anything.
I love it. I love it. I could watch 15 hours of that, of just nothing happening. I love it so much.
You gotta what is your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie?
I can't really do that.
No. Do you have some that are like in the running?
Goodfellas.
Okay.
Boogie Nights. I love
Nice.
Boogie Nights.
That's a good. People snob at it because it's a movie about porn. It's a good.
It's not 1997 anymore. It's a good movie
Yeah.
that doesn't need to be a point of
Yeah.
controversy. I loved animated films for a while. Like Wall-E and Up I loved those a
Wall-E
lot.
is so good.
I
I have problems with Up.
Problems with Up.
I feel like because the first 10 minutes gut you emotionally, and I love that.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the movie is just so kind of
No, there's
silly, and I'm like,
No, there's subtle emotion in the rest of the movie.
There is. I feel like I get so it goes like 100 on the emotional at the beginning, and it's like, how am I supposed to enjoy the rest of the movie? I had the same problem when I went and saw Incredibles 2 in theaters when they opened with the short film with the Asian lady who with the dumpling. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, we watched that.
Yeah, and that's the first thing they show before the movie starts, and I'm like, how am I supposed to enjoy the Incredibles now?
After that,
what the hell? I did, but
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, no, I saw that. We watched the Disney shorts with our daughter a lot because in the Pixar shorts because it's just something easy to put on and you don't have to like think about it, and they're short, and we don't want to give her too much TV time, but it's just like, all right, here's a little 10-minute thing for you to watch, and we sat and watched all of them, and that one is weird.
It takes a turn.
It takes a big turn. There's a whole cannibal side of it, and
you're not sure how to feel anymore.
Yeah, she ate her son. Is that what's going on? But wait, he's a real person too. I don't.
And now he's back, and
what sort of relationship? What sort of relationship with the dumpling? It was a dumpling, right?
Yeah, it was a steam bun dumpling thing.
A steam bun dumpling, like it's dating a real person.
Right.
Like it's dating a chick. Right? Like
that invokes that level of disconnect you have to have whenever you watch like Family Guy, where it's like, okay, Brian is dating a woman. He is a dog.
I have no problems with the dog. With the dumpling though?
I draw the line at food.
Yeah, food. You're not in a relationship with food, no matter, like those people be like, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend, wine, or this is my boyfriend, wine. No, you have a problem.
Yeah. Problem. Dusty, man, I always love talking to you.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. I haven't seen you in fucking forever, man.
I know, dude. I don't go around.
I don't. Yeah,
but it's two people.
Two people who never leave the house talking about. I never see these people anymore.
Yeah, I know. Constant. Like we're both those people that when we show up to Wiley's, they're like, "Hey, what's up? It's been a while."
Yeah. What's going on with you? Oh, just went to jail, got out.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been.
Yeah, for sure. Robin, I turned. I was going to do a joke, and then my brain just was like, nope.
No.
Something about Robin Williams and Jumanji was what I was going to do. That's where my brain went. And then it also went, fuck you, Dusty. It's not worth it. It's too many words.
You got anything coming up or going on anytime soon?
I got a bunch of stuff, actually.
Yeah? What you got?
Unfortunately, I just talked about how I don't leave the house, and I was just like, look, when is this going to air?
Friday. This coming Friday. Yeah.
I'll be at Go Bananas the 26th of February. It's a Wednesday for the Pro-Am. Come see me. It's one of the best comedy clubs in all of the countries.
It really is.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love that place so much.
Been there once. Go Bananas is the shit.
It's the best. I'll be at Wiley's on the 1st of March. For Sunday Comics. I have a host weekend coming up. I don't have a date yet. May 30th in Kokomo, Indiana. This isn't officially official yet. But I kind of just got the, hey, you want to do this? I'll be co-hosting an emo night with
what?
with my buddy Neff. From back in the day. I don't have a venue or anything yet, but if you live in Kokomo, Indiana, come hang out. It's an emo night.
Sounds like something Titus Wayne would want to get in on.
Yeah, no, that's goth. It's not.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
This is a whole like scene thing.
A whole other thing. Okay.
I think it's an album release party for this band.
Okay.
And there'll be some musician from down south Nashville area there, and there's gonna be my friend Neff's gonna DJ, and we're gonna like co-host it together. And I am co-hosting the movie review hour for this season.
You guys are doing Star Wars.
We're doing Star Wars right now.
So cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Like we watched A New Hope, and it's not good.
Like people do hold the original trilogy on a pedestal, but I will say, like, A New Hope doesn't hold up as well.
No, it's very slow.
Yeah.
Luke sucks. Leia's accent is all over the place. For some reason, Luke's aunt is wearing a jean jacket. We couldn't escape that. She's got a jean jacket on. It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and she's wearing a fucking jean jacket.
She's wearing a Levi.
Yeah, pretty much. Ridiculous, but I'll be on that. So subscribe and download Movie Review Hour on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Premium,
all the good stuff,
all the things.
Well, thanks for coming on the
show.
show.
Thanks for having me,
dude.
This is tight.
Good to have you on, and hopefully get you back on here soon. I'm trying to move away from the guest profiles and just have people on to just talk about shit.
Just fucking talk, bro.
Right?
That was fun. We talked stand up,
Yeah,
but
it came and went.
It came and went, but we're comedians. That's gonna get brought up. I specifically said no stand up, and you know what? I'm okay with our stand up talk.
I am too.
Yeah, just enough.
We scratched the itch.
Yeah, we talked about crappy shows, and people want to hear about how you fail. So that's always
right.
Yeah, they don't want to hear about the success. Like, oh, I'm so successful. I opened for Burt Kreischer. Right.
It's amazing how there's nobody ever has cell phone video of you doing really well at a comedy show. just when you suck. When I'm doing great, for some reason, there's no video to speak of. But man,
I got a video of the best set I've ever had.
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
Yeah, right. So it's
so I started bringing the camera myself. Like, fuck all of you.
Yeah, I got a tripod and I record all my sets now.
Make sure there's a video now.
Always, dude.
Oh, awesome. Well, guys, make sure you check out over at Dusty Is Gonna Be. Go see him. Make sure you follow this show online. Go to the website, basementloungepod.com. Follow me on all social media at Mike Shea Comedy. Support the show for $1 a month on Patreon if you want to get some cool free shit. And in the meantime, we'll see you guys here again next week for another episode. And as always, live well, rock on, take care, and bye-bye.